Hey sweet friends, so I know I've been MIA for a couple of weeks and haven't been on here to do DIY Wednesday, but today I'm back. So today we are going to be making muscle and joint massage oil or muscle and joint rub, and we got two different versions of it, so let's get this party started, right? Alright, so I have got a 2-ounce jar. Now, I will tell you, this is a jar something came in and I'm reusing it. Any small jars like this, I always keep them because I always know that I'll be able to reuse them for some kind of DIY something that I'm doing. So this is a 2-ounce jar, and this is, hey Carol Hudson, 2 ounces of organic cold pressed coconut oil. So if you don't know, because I didn't, I had to look, 2 ounces is equal to 1/4 of a cup. I should know that by now, but every time I'm like, oh, is that right? So I double checked it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this into my little jar. So bear with me for a second. Maybe I should have already had this done, right? I'll get this into the jar. That's a little over half of it in there anyway, and I can add the other half when we get done. When we get the oils in. And so then your oils that go in your 2 ounces are Panaway, peppermint, and copaiba. So let's talk about each one of these oils really quick. Panaway is for any discomfort that you feel in any way, shape, form, or fashion for anything. Panaway is our one oil that is topical only. If you diffuse it, it won't hurt anything, but it won't help anything either, and it is not an oil that can be ingested. And we want 6 drops of Panaway in 2 ounces of organic coconut oil. So that's one's already went in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Panaway is for any kind of discomfort that you might have. Copaiba, you know, when you hit something or you make something sore, there's always swelling. So this is to help maintain it without it swelling. So we need 4 drops of copaiba. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There you go. And then the last one is peppermint. That's menthol. You know, when we have menthol, you always smell that in things like Icy Hot, Bengay, those types of things. Peppermint is also a driver oil. It's going to drive those other 2 oils in itself down into the spot where the discomfort is and get it deeper. So you're going to put 4 ounces of peppermint. 4 drops of peppermint. I'm so miscombobulated today, y'all. I'm so sorry. 4 drops. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you want to stir that up really good, and then we're going to add the rest of that coconut oil on top of it. Now, I think I've told y'all this before. This may still be a little lumpy. If you want to warm it in the microwave a little bit before you make something, you can, to try to get all the lumps out. I don't mind the lumps. I just rub them in. They melt as soon as it gets on my hands. So then we'll add the rest of this in there and stir one more time, and then we will be done with this. Oops. There we go. All right. I got it everywhere. Okay, let's stir that. Then you're going to just put your lid on. And don't forget your label. I'm going to go wipe that jar down really good before I put the label on though, because it's kind of got oil all on it and it's not going to stick anyway. Now, other options. Let's say when you get ready to use this, you want to have the option to not actually have to touch it. So what you're going to do is you're going to get an old bottle that's been washed and cleaned out, a 15 ml of your any oil that you have that's empty, and you're going to pop a roller ball on it. So while we're here, I already have a roller ball on this one, It's already labeled as joint care, but while we're here, I'm going to show you how to get this roller ball out when you get ready to refill it. You're just going to put your black cap on there, go sideways, and pop that sucker right out into the cap. So if you're going to do this, then what you're going to do is you're going to cut this recipe down to not half but a fourth of it. So we're only going to use half of it. 3 drops of Panaway and 2 drops of peppermint and copaiba. So let's get those in there. 2 peppermint. There we go. 2 copaiba. And then 2 Panaway. Come on, Panaway. Maybe out, almost out in this. Okay, so here's another life lesson to show you. This is almost out. So you're going to take your cap, put it on there at a 45-degree angle, let the lip of that cap grab your reducer on the inside and peel it right out, okay? And when you do that, you've usually got 10 or 12 more drops in here. So very carefully, we're going to drop 3 drops of the Panaway straight out of the bottle without the reducer, okay? Very carefully. 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. Then we can put the lid back on it, and when we put the lid back on it, the reducer goes right down in there without me having to put my hands on it as well. All right, then we're going to pop the roller ball back on top. Get it in the little hole. Hopefully you won't have to touch it either. And then screw it right down in there. Well, maybe I'm going to have to touch it a little bit. Ah, and I dropped it. And there you go. Sometimes that happens, people, real life. Pop it in there, screw the black lid on, and then you're ready to roll that joint that muscle that might be giving you a few little fits today. Oh, I forgot. Go back. Pop that back open. You need your carrier oil. I'm going to use sweet almond oil. You could even use an extra virgin cold pressed almond oil, and you're just going to add this and fill it all the way to the top. Maybe. This hadn't been opened. Woo, y'all are getting a good one today. I'm so sorry. Miscombobulated, but you'll get the point, and you'll have a few laughs along the way. So I'm just going to fill this up. Pop the roller ball back on it. Hey, Melinda Kent. And then there you go. You can rub it right on. So you got one with a roller ball, and you got one that you can use like a massage oil. And yes, I have it all over me. But it's really, really good stuff. Now, for those Melissa Kents out there who are not DIYers, what are your options? The first option is Deep Relief by Young Living. It's a roll-on in a 10 ml, ready to go. Comes in a pretty little round carton like this. Or this is a sample tin of the Nature's Ultra Joint and Muscle Rub that is CBD. I'm showing you the sample because I left my big jar at the beach a couple of weeks ago. I got to go back and get it, but I've got this little sample to get me by until then. So anyway, this is a CBD muscle rub, joint muscle rub, and it is fantabulous. I use this every day on my knees, and anytime my SI joint hurts after I work out, I use this CBD oil all the time. So this is another option if you're not a DIYer. So get out there, get your DIY on, or order either of those options, and I hope that they will give you some relief. Also, I want to remind everybody while I have you on here today is that remember September started free shipping. I'm seeing a lot of orders going in just under 100 PV. Any order, whether it be an order that you order, just a one-time only order, or if it's your ER order, your Essential Rewards order, if you get it up to 100 PV, you don't have to pay shipping. And so the way I think about it is I would rather spend 5 or 10 or 15 more dollars to get up to 100 PV and get a product that I can use versus putting in an order at 80, 85 or 90 PV and then having to pay, you know, anywhere from $6, $7, $8, $10, $12 in shipping on top of that. So think about that when you're placing your orders this month, and from here on out, this is not just a September thing. This is until we hear anything different. So 100 PV orders, any kind of order, you have an option for economy, free shipping. So don't forget. All right, y'all have a great day, and it's good to see you all, and I will talk to you soon. Love you.